My name is Mikkel Dalgas. I'm the CTO at Trackunit. I've been with Trackunit for 7 years. So industry cloud platforms, fairly new and exciting trend that affecting all industries across the world. It's a trend that's been highlighted by Gartner and many others have picked up on it. It's basically the concept of creating a much more mature starting point for any company that needs a cloud platform. And so industry cloud platforms are tailored at specific industries. It's sort of in the name. Industry cloud platforms ensures that data governance, legal requirements, but also the tips of the trades, the how to do things best possible way across your industry, that those sort of things are already in place when you start using the industry cloud platform. So it cuts back dramatically on the upfront investment to get started with cloud. It also cuts back on the maintenance cost as the industry cloud platform continues to evolve and handle those basic requirements. So industry cloud platforms are adopted because they lower the barrier of entry. They reduce the risk of adoption. They reduce the risk of overall failure of your project. They make sure that cybersecurity data governance is done correctly. I think another element is the growth of AI, advanced analytics, machine learning, complex technologies that most companies cannot get off the ground with on their own. But with industry cloud platforms, they get a very mature, elevated starting point to get into those technologies. Yeah, so industry cloud platforms helps all of us address industry-specific challenges. The thing is, for a normal platform project, most of your engineering resources, more than 50%, goes towards establishing the technical foundation, keeping that current, staying on top of cybersecurity. With an industry cloud platform, all those things are in place from the get-go. That allows your resources to focus on creating value for you and your customers, dramatically reducing the time to value and the time to impact for your business. I think the reason we're seeing industry cloud platforms take off as a global trend right now, everyone's realizing that the cost of using a traditional generic cloud vendor is simply too high, the barrier is too high, the time to value is too long. With industry cloud platforms, you dramatically reduce the risk, you reduce the time to value, and reduce the overhead and burden of maintaining the core technology, allowing you to focus on what you do best. So this is really a continuation of focusing on your core business, focusing on your core capabilities and bringing those to your customers. We're seeing a proliferation of operating data, of IoT data. We're seeing data growing from tens of millions to hundreds of millions, billions, and now into the trillions of records. Building your own infrastructure, optimizing that for those amounts of data and making that available in the split seconds needed to utilize the data, that's incredibly hard. And that's where specialized platforms, industry cloud platforms, play a major role. Industry cloud platforms can accelerate your ability to innovate and do digital transformations. Innovation and digital transformation is actually all about speed. It's all about iterating, being able to move fast. Industry cloud platforms take away 60 to 80% of work that has to be done in order to establish a platform, in order to establish an industry foundation. And it allows your resources to focus completely on the value generating specific use cases where you want to bring your innovation, where you want to leverage your digital transformation to deliver new services, new capabilities, both in-house and for your customers. So when we look at the future of industry cloud platforms, and I think Gartner has a really strong point when they say 70% of all industry companies across the globe, any industry, 70% are going to be using industry cloud platforms, and it's going to be a rapid transition from almost no adoption today to 70% adoption in a couple of years. And what's driving that? It's the proliferation of data, it's the growth of AI and machine learning. These problems are too large for any company. No matter how big you are, they're too large to solve on your own. By standing on an industry cloud platform and having a solid foundation that already adopts these technologies to your industry, you have a much better chance of succeeding.